Looking at this article. Now, I've seen some tweets about this. I've seen some of it. I haven't seen all of it. NBA predictions 24-25 are expert picks for MVP in every major award this season. Now, this is kind of August 21st. Like, this feels early. We're 2 months away from the NBA season tipping off officially. This feels something that you would do closer to the season, but we're doing it right now. We're doing it right now. If KD goes to mini for Ant, do we get Booker on the Mavs? Dude, that'd be sick. If there's like a Devin Booker to the Mavs. Like a portion of his career, that would honestly be sick. I would love that. I'd be so here for that. Let's get right into it, shall we? I'm a little bit nervous. Why am I nervous about this? Which superstars will claim the NBA's biggest awards in 2024, 2025? We asked our summer forecast panel, a group of NBA experts, including reporters, editors, and analysts, to rank its top 3 choices for the NBA's 6 major awards. I wonder how many of these people actually get votes. Who will win MVP? Luka, number 1. Wow, Luka comfortably number 1, huh? %48 of first place votes. Jokic only at 10%. Shea with 24%. So I've been saying this. This feels like the year for Luka. Everything's kind of pointed towards him. It's in his favor. I think that there will be the retroactive sort of, damn, Luka might have deserved it last year. Like the counting stats were just absurd. It's funny, I heard on Hoop Collective they were talking about it, but there were times over the season where the same Hoop Collective guys would be like, yeah, but he doesn't do this. Yeah, but. And then they looked at it like, did you know Luka pretty much averaged a 34-point triple-double last year? Yeah, motherfucker, we knew that. We were telling you. We were on our hands and knees begging you. Begging you to understand. Luka has been the betting favorite to win MVP entering the year like 4 years in a row. But they just always look for a reason to move off of him. But everything's in line. He came off an incredible season last year. Third in MVP voting. I think there's going to be like Luka probably deserved it last year, so let's kind of move his way. NBA Finals last year. I think that if the Mavericks win enough games, which I'm assuming they will, I think it's Luka's time. Jokic second. Just struggle to think they're giving Jokic his 4th in 5 years. But something in Jokic's favor, the KCP departure has a lot of people talking pretty crazy about the Nuggets, myself included. So if the Nuggets are really good and Jokic has a great year, he's going to have that going for him. Shea third, definitely possible if the Thunder are like a 60-plus win team. Ant fourth, really struggle to see it. Really struggle to see that. Giannis fifth, like Ant having more votes than Giannis. I don't know. I don't know about that. Embiid, Tatum. Could see Tatum averaging 30 points again in the Celtics winning 60-plus games, and everyone's like, see? AD, okay. Ja, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, huh? All right. Rookie of the year, kind of a weird draft class. Reed Shepherd, 62% of first place votes. I disagree with this. See, in my brain, I just can't. Obviously, Reed Shepherd looked the most impressive in Summer League. He was like, oh, shit. He looks really good. Reed Shepherd does. I just think the Rockets have so many young guys that, yeah, I don't know if he's going to get the opportunity necessarily. See, I would personally pick Zach Edey because I think he'll get the opportunity. I think he'll put up numbers. I think the Grizzlies will be pretty good. For me, he's who I would bet on. Klingon could. Yeah, I could see Klingon. Stephon Castle. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to put up the offensive numbers, though, that you need to win Rookie of the Year. Rob Dillingham, I don't see that. Alex Sarr. It's definitely, it's definitely possible. Reese Shea, look at that. The number 1 overall pick is comfortably 6th. Slightly, where'd you get drafted again? Third overall. Just decided not to come out, and they knew it. They knew I didn't want to play professionally, but they still like I was so highly touted as a prospect. They drafted me third anyways. Similar to Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray got drafted by the Oakland Athletics in the first round when they knew damn well he wasn't going to play in the NBA or the NFL or the MLB. Well, I got there eventually. But if Rob Dillingham is in a position where he's getting enough action and play to win this award, I don't think that's good for the Timberwolves. Unless he's like incredible. My pick would be Edey. I definitely see Reed though. I just don't know if he's going to get enough opportunity. That's all. Who will win Defensive Player of the Year? I'm going to tell you right now, there's no way in fuck it's Rudy Gobert. There is simply no possible way that Rudy Gobert snags his fifth Defensive Player of the Year. Where would that even put him? Like, what conversations does he enter? What conversations does he enter if he wins a fifth? He would have the most ever. He would have the most all time, the most Defensive Player of the Year awards in history. If he were to win another one. Now, granted, they didn't start the award till 82-83. So, I would say there's no way in hell Rudy Gobert. Wemby, yeah, it's probably going to be Wemby. Now, I do want to say, where's Bam? Bam's third. I could see it. I could see if maybe the Spurs aren't as good as people thought, and it's like, do we really want to give Wemby, like the Spurs kind of suck. If the Heat are good, and it's like, all right, Wemby's going to win these for the next, 7-8 years. Let's get Bam in here. Bam has like kind of deserved one for a while. Let's get Bam, we gave Marcus fucking Smart one. Let's get Bam one. There's just no way Gobert's finishing first. None at all. Anthony Davis. Mikal Bridges? Really? Doubt it. I was genuinely about to say, like, who's getting the most difficult defensive assignment on that team? Is it even Mikal? Drew. Embiid. Draymond. OG. Giannis. Caruso, Jaren Jackson Jr., Mobley. Kind of low for Mobley. Herb Jones, Jaylen Brown, Chet. Okay. I mean, I would say my pick is Victor Wembanyama pretty easily. Finished second last year. Dark horse, Najee the Knife. Yeah, Najee Marshall's a dark horse. Very low for Jaren Jackson Jr., who literally just won Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. will be a better defender than Wemby? Where's D-Live? D-Live's not going to be on here. Sixth man of the year. Who just won? Oh, Naz Reid, duh. Malik Monk, number one. Okay. Alex Caruso. Wow. Honestly, didn't even think about Caruso winning sixth man of the year. Could see it. Naz Reid, reigning sixth man of the year. Jaime Jaquez, TJ McConnell, Bobby Potus, Russell Westbrook on the Nuggets. That's going to feel weird. Bogey should be a little bit higher. Didn't I pick Bogey for my sixth man of the year? I don't remember who I picked. Jose Alvarado got a first place vote. Norman Powell with the first place vote. Josh Hart with the first place vote. Austin Reeves, Boyan, and CJ McCollum. Grimes. There's no... You really think ESPN experts are going to have Quentin Grimes on here? I don't know who I would pick. This award's always hard. I would say Malik Monk. But Bogey to me is probably like my favorite player on this list. Not saying he's the best, but probably my favorite. And I could see him winning it. If the Hawks are maybe a little bit better. But he might start too many games, though. We'll see. Who will win most improved? This is the one I saw. This makes no fucking sense. How is Wembanyama number one? How on earth is Victor Wembanyama picked number one here to win most improved? This award is just stupid. This award is just dumb as shit. This is genuinely such a stupid award. J-Dub doesn't even deserve to be on here either. J-Dub was like a very sneaky, hey, I'm putting J-Dub on my third team All-NBA. And people would be like, okay, hey, you know some ball. John Morant winning it was like the nail in the coffin for this stupid shit award. But Victor Wembanyama, maybe the most hyped draft prospect ever. At the very least, the second most hyped draft prospect in the last 20 to 30 years since LeBron. Easy rookie of the year in a stacked rookie class. Second in defensive player of the year voting. In what world would Victor Wembanyama be deserving of most improved? Unless he turns into a top 2 player in the sport. If Victor Wembanyama's like, holy shit, he might be. If it's March and we're like, holy fuck, Victor Wembanyama might be the best player in the NBA. Like, he might have just reached it. Maybe. But that's it. Even if Victor Wembanyama turns into the 5th best player, which I think is very much in the range of outcomes for him next year, that he turns into like a fringe top 5 guy, I don't even think that's deserving of him being most improved, because that's what we expect. Jalen will, like J-Dub, like, what? J-Dub was awesome last year. Kobe White again? Like, what are we expecting out of Kobe White? Like, Kobe White should have won it last year. Absolutely, Kobe White should have won the award last year. He finished second. It should have been his. He is the embodiment of what that award should be. Tyrese, like, we already knew Tyrese Maxey was good, man. We already knew it. We already knew Tyrese Maxey was really good. Like, James Harden left and he got a higher usage rate. It should have been Kobe White. He perfectly embodied this award. Cade Cunningham, first overall pick. Cam Thomas, we're doing the Cam Thomas shit again. Devin Vassell, I kind of like it. Sneaky. Şengün, really? What are we expecting out of Şengün? Halliburton? What? What are we expecting out of Tyrese Halliburton next year that he can win most improved? He just made an All-NBA team. It was on Team USA. Jonathan Kuminga, okay, I could see a world. Jalen Suggs should have. Did Jalen Suggs get votes in this award last year at the very least? Last year would have been his most improved year. He did. He finished 8th. Why are there no Mavericks in this article? I mean, where do you expect the Maverick to be, honestly? Luka was number 1 for MVP. Like, who? What else do you? There's no Mavericks in most improved talks, at least in my opinion. RJ Barrett's an interesting one. RJ Barrett's an interesting one. I could see it. Jalen Johnson. Some people think Jalen Johnson. I think Zach Lowe said if he qualified last year, he would have voted for him. Jalen Green, if he like fully breaks out. Jabari Smith Jr. is an interesting one. Christian Brown. Okay. So I'm wondering this. You don't think Lively could become a top 2 rim protector while developing a 3-ball and get on most improved? I'm just against second-year players being in most improved talks, period. I hate it. I think it's stupid as fuck. And to be fair, Victor Wembanyama is the only second-year guy on here. Why was Ja the end of the most improved player award for you? Ingram was second overall pick and won it. Because Ingram had like an actual career development path where it was like, what is Brandon Ingram? Are we sure we know what Brandon Ingram is? For 3 years. And then, boom, gets traded to the Pelicans, 24 points, makes the All-Star team. Just looks like a completely, totally different player. John Morant, like, was amazing immediately. I just don't like second-year players being on here, especially like lottery pick ones. Because it's like, that's like growth that's kind of expected. Unless there's like a massive jump. Honestly, the one player on the Mavs who would have actual most improved potential, I would say, is PJ. But he's just been in the league for so long now that I just doubt it. So I have to ask the question. My personal pick for most improved player, he has everything going for him that a most improved player would have. There's a lot of parallels even between him and a player who won most improved a couple years ago. Talking about Josh Giddey. Like no Josh Giddey shout out at all. I see the parallels between Josh Giddey when it comes to most improved player. I see the parallels between Josh Giddey and Lauri Markkanen. They're white, right? But beyond that, going to a new team that there's a little bit less responsibility just in terms of like we need to be winning basketball games. So you're going to have the ball in your hands a little bit more. You're going to be given a pathway to just do things on the basketball court. I mean, Josh Giddey could easily win this award. Easily. If he's given the reins. Yeah, but if Giddey gets to like 19 points a game and he's like 8 rebounds, 7 assists, pretty efficient, I could see him winning this shit. It would be similar to Markkanen. Like Markkanen was always a good player. We saw glimpses of it here and there. Was just kind of weird fitting. Went to the Cavs. Remember that? Was the Cavs 3? It was like kind of strange, kind of interesting, but a little strange. And then goes to Utah, and they're like, hey, we're not trying to be good necessarily, so Markkanen, do whatever the fuck you want. And then he exploded. And another parallel between the two of them. Going into that year with the Jazz, I remember talking about this. Markkanen went crazy in Eurobasket. Went nuts with Finland. Josh Giddey was really damn good with Australia this past summer. Pretty damn good. What about Paolo? Paolo was just on the All-Star team. Paolo was just on the Team USA World Cup roster last summer. Like, I don't know. For Paolo to get there, he'd have to become like an MVP candidate, which I guess is possible. What else is here? Coach of the Year, Tom Thibodeau. Dagnall, Joe Mazzulla, Greg Popovich, Kenny Atkinson, Nick Nurse. I mean, I don't care about this, really. Jason Kidd getting votes. Yay. Good they didn't even medal. No, Australia didn't medal because they're a mess of a roster, but Josh Giddey was good. Franz, if Franz is like mid-30s to upper 30s from 3 this year miraculously and is like an all-star, maybe. NBA predictions 24-20. Why are they doing all their prediction shit now? Biggest turnarounds, turbulent teams, and the biggest questions. Which team will make a major leap? The Grizzlies, yeah. Spurs, Warriors, Suns. I'm actually kind of warming up on the Suns quite a bit. I have to be honest with you. Bucks, Sixers, Rockets, Magic, Kings, Nets. I mean, we're listing every team. Charlotte Hornets. Hey, there they are. There they are. Miami Heat, New Orleans Pelicans. Portland Trailblazers, huh? Interesting. Well, the Grizzlies are an obvious choice. Which team will take a tumble this season? Here we go. I knew they'd be here. The Lakers, yeah. Yeah. I mean, how are the Clippers not number 1, though? The Clippers will be ass. Like, I'm trying to imagine a scenario where the Clippers are good. Hawks again? Like a tumble from last year? The Bulls, a tumble from last year? The Nuggets, the Bucks? Wow, the Bucks tumble even more? The Heat, could see it. Warriors, could see it. Suns. Mavericks, we're definitely going to be on this. Nets, Sixers, Rockets, Knicks. The Knicks, huh? The Wizards. Is there any explanation on the Knicks? Which player will get his first All-Star nod? Yeah, Wemby, 90% of the first place votes. Yeah. Yep. Chet, Mikal, Jamal Murray, really? Cade Cunningham? Somebody sees what I see. Evan Mobley. Buddy Hield. Who's doing that? Who is that? Who voted that? Jaime Jaquez? Alp. Wemby, obviously. Honestly, if it's only Wemby, that wouldn't surprise me. I could see Chet, though. Like, if the Thunder are that good. No, if we're assuming the Thunder are going to be really good, you have Chet here. No J-Dub. No J-Dub shout. Interesting. Buddy Hield, but no J-Dub. Jaime Jaquez, but no J-Dub. Which star will make the biggest impact on his new team? All right, you have Paul George, Mikal Bridges, Caruso, DeMar, Chris Paul. Chris Paul should actually kind of be higher on this list. I'm going to be honest with you. Klay Thompson. The next superstar to request a trade will be, and Brandon Ingram's a picture here. So they're very loose with the superstar term. Brandon Ingram, Zach LaVine. Again, very loose with the superstar term. Trae Young, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Durant, Darius Garland. Yeah, the who will fall off? It's just gonna be any team that was good last year. Can't wait for the Slightly/Nick episode predicting each of the 82 games. Oh god, I think that's what Bleacher Report wanted me to do, but it's like, there's no way in hell I'm doing that. No way in hell. Exclusive. Chick-fil-A is moving aggressively into the entertainment space with plans to launch a slate of originals for its own streaming platform. Just put the fries in the bag.